So it's a summer holiday, so there might be some background noise, and I've given myself an hour to just go off and get lost in makeup. I love makeup, it's my respite, it's my step away from everything. So I thought I'm just going to film a YouTube video, the old school long form YouTube video. So if you, like me, want to get lost in makeup, then hopefully you'll enjoy this video. I'm going to pop some MAC Moisture Surge on. I love how makeup sits on top of this. Is it called Moisture Surge? It's not called Moisture Surge. Moisture Surge is that's so funny, is a moisturiser that they had about 20 years ago. This one is called Skin Canvas Hyper Real, but it smells exactly like Moisture Surge. That was waking up a memory. I'm going to start with eye prep because I'm not really sure what I'm doing exactly. This is the Mario eye prep, and I really like it, and this is in the colour medium. So to start off, I'm going to take a little bit of Kajal from Victoria Beckham. This one's in Navy Noir. Is that right? Yes. It might not be blue enough. We'll see. I've got another blue one I can put over the top if this isn't. Don't really know what I'm doing, so I just didn't want black or brown inside the waterline. I just want to make sure it's really smudged along the lash line so it's an absolute bitch to take off. You know. It's going to be there, Oh, it looks terrible at the moment. Brilliant. How can we work with this? I'm going to take a little bit of MAC Teddy because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just going to pop that here. I can't find an eye shadow stick that is dark enough for what I want. Well, I don't know what I want, so that's half the problem, isn't it? I'll use the warmth of my fingers just to smudge this a little bit because I think it might be a little bit too firm for a brush. Once I've got the initial blend on this with my fingers, I can then incorporate brushes, but I just want to get the initial bit done. I tend to do one eye at a time when I'm mapping out makeup because the second one's always super easy because you know what you're doing. I quite like the glitter that's coming through on this eye pencil. I'm going to leave it at that for now and I can always come back to it. If anyone has anything good to watch on TV, Netflix, Prime, whatever, let me know. Just about to finish Yellowstone, which took me a while to get to watch, do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, it's a lot of investment, but I've actually quite enjoyed it. Now I've gone for a kohl pencil to do all this because I quite like the fact that it doesn't really set, it will get a nice crease to it and stuff, and I just fancied something that wasn't perfect. I'm just going to take a little bit of Reflex Antique Gold and just with my finger just push that over the middle of the eye. I'm going to leave it to see how these all work together whilst I do the rest of the makeup because I'm not sure what I'm doing, like I said. Just having a bit of fun. It's quite yellow, that one, isn't it? I'm not sure if it's right. Let's try a little bit of Reflex Bronze over the top. This could royally mess it up, but well, we'll come back. We'll come back. Let's do some nice skin and then work around it. I'm just taking Mario Surreal Skin Foundation as a base. I really like this foundation. I've used it on quite a few brides recently. It just gives enough coverage but sits beautifully on the skin. Doesn't sit heavy, but gives a finish of kind of flawless. I put a couple of pumps on my hands, which will definitely be too much, but I will come back and continue to use it for touch-ups. So I tend to put a thin layer of foundation on first while my moisturiser is still reasonably fresh and tacky, and then I let that work into the skin, and then I will put my next touch-up layers of foundation. I like to do it when the moisturiser is still quite tacky because it saves you having to use a setting spray because it's already, the moisturiser is sunk in, it's kind of adhered the foundation to the skin. I'm concealing with Mario as well at the moment. This is Surreal Skin in 200. It's a little light, so I put it in the places I want to project forward a tiny bit. This is just a beauty pie brush that I'm gonna just buff that in with. While that's all setting, I'm going to move on to brows. This is Rare Beauty brow set in taupe, and I'm just going to shape my brows a little bit. Quite like an eyeshadow for this because it's softer, doesn't look as harsh, so you can still see the hairs, but it's giving us a little bit, or giving me a little bit of colour underneath. And then I'll use my Refi Brow Tint. This one is in medium brown, just to show where the hairs are. I also want just a slightly, I haven't blended the concealer. That's what's going on. I was like, what's going on? Why can't I see my brow properly? It's because I haven't bloody blended the concealer up there. There you go. It's going to take a little bit of Victoria Beckham Baby Blade just to sharpen that tail. Right, let's go back to eyes now. I'm going to take a little bit more of my Teddy and just repeat what I was doing. I might just run it along the lash line. I'm going to give a soft buffing brush a go with a little bit of the Teddy on it, just to kind of blend up here. So I want it a little bit higher, but I don't want to go in with the pencil straight away. Just makes it a little bit softer, but still adding the same colour. I'm also going to take that a little bit lower underneath. I want a bit more from it. While we're playing, let's get an actual brown that's matte and just pop it in this corner. Rather than a shimmery one, let's go matte. This is Coffee. Let's pop some number 7 Big Guns Full 360 mascara on and see how this is going. It never doesn't happen that I don't get that. That one lash is so long and spidery that it always touches. I'm going to use the new Collections Cream Bronzer. I think this is too yellowy, but I'm going to use it because it's only $8.99. I'm going to take my Mario contour stick in Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in medium. Why is it not twist up? Have I broke it? I know there's plenty of product in there because it's new. While I can still use it, I'll use it for now. It's a problem for tomorrow, or for when it's actually a problem. I don't contour, but I just fancy it with this. Oh well, that stuff. I'm going to take this MAC 109, is it? Yes, it's still called a 109. And just buff that away. Quite like that it's almost disappearing. It's exactly what I want. Let's use the Rare Beauty new powder to set. Quite hot in this room, so makeup needs setting a little bit. That's nice. It's like almost nothing goes on, but it is powdering it but not making it completely matte, which is very lovely. I have got the new Hourglass liquid blush. I'm feeling that this one would be better, which is called Future. You have to shake it before. Let's not do blind blush. Oh, it comes out quite strong. So it is like blind blush. Okay, let's take some of that off the brush. So I'm not putting quite so much on. It's a good amount, but it's okay, isn't it? You don't need much of the blush. Just take my bronzer brush over the top of that just to calm that down a little bit. This is my absolute favourite lip duo at the moment. This is an Hourglass lip liner in Expose. I think it's Sculpt and Shape. Shape and Sculpt. I've just reordered it because I'm really worried that it will get too short and I'll lose it. And then around the outside of that, Lisa Eldridge 0N. Over the top of that, Maybelline Lifter Gloss in 002 Ice. I'm just going to use a bit more of that powder with the puff because it doesn't actually seem to, I'm not sure if it's laying down enough. Oh no, it's better with the puff. I'm going to add a little bit of my Harsh cream colour base. Still using this. It's my go-to, it's the best. If something beats it, I will swap it out, but as of yet, nothing does. And there you have it, a little bit of fun with makeup. I really enjoyed that. I love makeup.